out. I'm going to color tonight. I just did a video a few minutes ago, and I didn't want to go upstairs yet. Excuse me, got a lot of things going on, and I didn't want to just go upstairs and go to bed. So I said, I'm going to paint. And then I was on the phone with my mother for about 2 hours, and I said, I don't have time to pull out paint and think about painting. So maybe I should color. And that's what I decided I'm going to do. I looked at 2 pages. Excuse me. Oh, I saw something. This is a book here, there, and everywhere. I got this at the thrift store some time ago. And as you can see, it's in brand new condition. And as I was sitting here thinking, I said, I don't know if I feel like coloring right now. I was looking at my smaller book, and then this one was just kind of sitting there. That's the page I was looking at. That's cute. But I wasn't thinking about coloring that one. But I said, you know what? I'm going to just pull this book and I'm going to color this. So, oh, that's cute. I didn't see that one. Oh, that's cute. But let me show you the one I was thinking about. These pages take a long time, and I didn't want to choose a page that's going to take a long time, but I do want to color because it's like I'm always thinking I want to do a painting on a canvas. This is the page that I was thinking to do tonight, and I just saw this. I wasn't sure which one now. I think I'll stick to this one. Let me see what this one says again on the back. On the back of the page, it tells you something. So let's see what it says. It says friends are annuals that need seasonal nurturing to bear blossoms. Family is a perennial that comes up year after year, enduring the droughts of absence and neglect. There's a place in the garden for both of them. Irma Bombeck. Okay? And then this one has this van, partly, some luggage. This one says, has learning ever been like an adventure for you? Write about your adventure of learning. Well, I don't know. But I think I'm going to stick with this one because I think it's going to be kind of easy to do this one. All right, so what I need to do is choose a couple blues so that I can have, the blue for the larger part. And sometimes the gel pens don't want to act nice, so you got to pull out a couple of them so you can see where your color's going to be and everything like that. And hello there. People are showing up. Hello there. How are you? Welcome to my channel. I am Joanne. If you don't know me, hi there. So I'm choosing some blue gel pens and pulling them out so I can have them at the ready. And this is a page I want to color from this book. It's an adult coloring book, but young people are getting into these. Okay, they're getting into this intense coloring. So let us begin. And I'm not going to think about a whole lot with the coloring. I'm just going to pull out some gel pens and start. Okay? So these little thin ones like this, these come from Temu. And they have a little cap like that. And that's how they come. And you get a pack of like 50 of them or 100 at a time. And so I bought these about 2 Christmases ago. And This is, they just come like a refill. So I just wanted to play around with some paint, but being on the phone for 2 hours kind of took that away from me for tonight because painting is a whole nother involvement, right? You got to focus on getting the paint and getting the canvas and getting the paper or something. Oh, this don't have no top on it. So that you can pull out what you're going to actually be doing. I should take this out of here because I know it's making an impression. Okay, let's do that because I don't like that. When you're using these gel pens, they don't always play nice, as you can see with that yellow, and it becomes an issue because it be skipping. And when it starts skipping, you start making impressions in the page beneath, and I don't like that. So we'll take that out, and I will use another kind of book to write on like this, or to color on, because these things don't play so nice. And you always need you something to mark on, which I knew, but I didn't get. Because see how it just does that. I don't really know what to say about it, but it's how it happens. That's gel pens. It's not that they're dry. It's just that that's how they play. They play when they want. You gotta kind of play by their rules. It's just sinful or something. I don't know if it's going to act right with this. One thing for certain, if you start using what you call it, the coloring pencils, see how that's just making it ugly and a mess. Oh boy. I try one thing and it don't work, and try something else. Y'all, I'm sorry about this. I just can't make them work. That's why I pulled all the blues, because I need to make sure. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And these little things here, this is neon. It's just, then if I get my pencils, because we can switch to pencils. I have pencils, all kinds of coloring pencils. But then you start using these and the points start breaking, right? And it's like you can't win one way or the other. So we just move on to this right now because clearly the gel ink is not acting nice. Okay? And we will use a blend of whatever because I don't know what to say about it. If it starts, then we'll use it. And if it don't, we'll improvise. Okay? Because it's just been this kind of day for me since I left church today. But it's okay. I'm going to keep going. Sometimes you just got to keep pushing, you know? You got to keep pushing, and that's kind of where I am. I just want to paint, but I said, girl, that's the next best thing. Just go ahead and pull this out. And here we go. So some of them work pretty good, and they play nice because they understand. They got the memo and everything. But how has your Sunday been? Did you guys have a good weekend? I sure hope you have had a good weekend. All right. I'm so cross between places because, it's just where it is right now. I'm finding purple. That's the way it is right now. Now this purple one start and then stop. Let's see if this one might be too dark. This is, they all do it. Start and stop. Just keep going. Just keep going. You gotta warm them up and let them know you're back. You haven't picked them up in a while. And they're like, oh, she doesn't play with us no more. We'll fix her. It's like, don't act like that. That's not nice. Okay? You gotta talk to these things and get into the groove and everything like that. Let me see. Oh, it says, I love it. Thank you. Hello there. Hello. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for hanging out and commenting. Thank you for saying hello. So many people click on when you're going live. Everybody want to jump in and see what someone is doing and everything. And then they don't stay. I guess it's not interesting to them, so they move on and everything. But, some people do stay and they comment. And I just want to take the time to say thank you. Because those same people who you can't see might be people who push subscribe and they might come back and see you on another round when you're doing something. So I'm grateful for all visitors. Okay, so we have this. This purple seems to want to act right. Okay, now let's see what we can do with this. Will you act nice for us? I think so. I think so. We're going to come out here. Oh, keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just move it around and keep going. Let's see what we get out of this. I think it's going to be cute. At least what I had in my mind. So let's see. We're not going to try to make it a long video. So we're not giving it a whole bunch of thought for. Well, what color do I want to color this? Because this was just a random idea because something else wasn't working out, which was the painting. But this is very close to the idea of painting. So we're right here. Okay. And sometimes when I'm coloring these kinds of papers, I'm not sure what certain parts are. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that was that. Well, it's okay. I guess you have to kind of examine the whole page. But even when I'm looking at the whole page before I start a project like this, I can't always make out all of the parts. It's like, that doesn't even look like that goes right there. But that's how it works out sometimes. It just shows up after you get into the coloring. So we just keep right on going and make it work. It's all right. It's just coloring page. Just like I ain't color all the way over there. It's okay. And that's how I do mine sometimes. I don't like to do it to the very, very edge in every kind of page. When it's flowers, it can be like that. Some people like to do these kind of pages with marker. And I don't like marker on any kind of coloring page because it always bleeds through. It always bleeds through. So I don't like to use marker. Let's look at, what is this? This looks like a red. This looks like a red. I don't know if it might be an orangey red though. No, it's red. It's definitely red. It's got a little bit of glimmer to it. Got a little bit of glimmer to it. So we'll keep that in there. And maybe we will use maybe a darker green right here. Okay, it's not too bad. And see how it's one there, but I'm just make all of these like that because this looks like it's the bottom of that, but these are the same. So let's just make all of these like that. And then maybe this. I'm not sure what this part is, but we're just going to make it come into where we are with this one part and see how it blends in. I think it'll come out all right. Because in some sense this looks like a stem, but maybe it's just one of these thingies. A different kind of petal of some sort. And while this is in a different shape, we're going to still pull it in and make sure it can flow right into this part over here. All right, that looks okay. Now what we're going to do down the bottom, what can we do? Maybe we can see if these yellows will yield something. No? Okay, let's try this one. No, still not playing. Okay, here's another yellow though. We got plenty of them. It doesn't really matter if one doesn't work, we just keep pulling. So we got plenty of them. Okay, let's just do all of these like this. This has glitter in it. And the ones with the glitter seem to always run fast, like the ink runs right out of the pen, just like it's racing. Like, use me up. I want to be finished. Right. So now we have that. And then we're going to start. Let me see, where can we start here? Maybe around here and the outside. And maybe that can be, maybe all of them can be the same. Let's use this green because it looks like the same as that. Okay, let's come around here and do what we just did again because it's right there, looking the same way. It looks the same way to me, y'all. Y'all see it? Okay, so we're just going in this way and everything. Pull that in here. All right, and then we will get the dark green and use it here and here. Let's try to follow the same pattern that we started on the other side. Okay. Now, this one is going to be this red right here. Kind of wish I would have used a different color now because it's going to be so big, this one, but it might still turn out nice. Like that pink or that purple, that would have been pretty, but this, I don't know, this reminds me of Christmas. I should have used a different color, but it's okay. It's fine. Okay, and now we need this green again here. Come all the way around, and then it's a little piece here, and then keep on following it. So it's another row right there, so I guess I'll make that one maybe a red, maybe not, maybe a different color. Maybe, I don't know. I'll wait until we do the light green, and then we'll see. So we won't mess that up. Let's see what happens when this light green get in there. Okay, so I think it's one more here. And then I think this little piece should be red right here. Yeah. And then we will start with the light green. And let's see. Keep going. Have to scratch it in a little bit and keep going, and then come back and try and fill in where the white lines are so that the pen can keep on going. I mean, I have some more of these also, but while it's working, we'll need to switch it. We'll just scratch it, scratch it, scratch it. We're going to see about that and that and this. Maybe we use the same yellow that we... I did it. I put it on the wrong one. Oh, man. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Golly. I was saying maybe I'll put it on the same. Let me just put it on here too. And then it'll look like we meant to do it that way. Oh, boy. That's how you got to do it. You got to focus on how to recover when you make a mistake like that. At least that's what I do. It's like blending colors at this point to see how you can make it come alive and do something else out of the mistake. Turn it into something that you can, beautify, make useful. Okay? Then coming this way. And it's pretty. It's pretty. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I'm trying to see what is this here. I'm thinking this is a part of it. It's just this other shape on top of it because it has to be a part of it. It has to be. Drop back in here and fix some of this white that's in these petals here, or these leaves, or whatever they are. Put that down. And then we're going to try to use the same yellow where we messed up at and see how we can fix that. Okay? I think this is 1. I'm going to make it 1. If it ain't, it is now. Because it just seems like that should be. Okay? Now, I think that's all of them. Gotta fix some more of this white. Just a little bit of it. Not a whole lot. Okay. And then let me fix some of this over here. Because it's still a little bit. And then I'm wondering what this part is, though. I wonder if it's a big leaf like that one. Let's make it 1, because I don't know what it is. But since that's large, I'm going to make this one large like that. And just let it be. It'll be fine. Okay? And then we have to just assume that there's another large one right here. Okay. So now we got something over here a little bit for ourselves. It looks pretty good. And now let's see about, I try to cover these because that's, becomes a problem when it be doing something crazy. Now let's see, is this one of the ones that's not working? Let's see. There's plenty of ink in there. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing it. Okay, so we'll just come over here. Oh, that's really pretty. This is a really heavy ink here. It's really glimmery. Just go right on over these and pull them right on in. And this. Okay. All right, and now we have that. Okay, so now that we have that, we ought to make this look like that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that should look. Just start, will you? Just start. Not wanting to play. Still not wanting to play. That's all right. Just keep going with this one. I don't know why that's going all out here like this in a zigzag. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe that's the, part that would be states or whatever inside this globe type picture. I'm trying to see what is happening there. I'm not sure. I'm going to put this here because this is more of the pattern of what these flowers look like. Stay right in there. And then what's here? Maybe, I guess, maybe we can get away with this. Just put it in there, don't worry about it. And then this one too. And then back to here. All right. And I think here. I think. And then that should be okay. And then now let's use our yellow. We was using that orangey looking yellow Let me show you. Where is it at? It is back in here. And we was using this in here. Like that. The stuff rubbing off on my hands. Gotta try not to slide your hand on top of it, because then they'll smudge all this stuff here. Okay. I want y'all to let me know in the comments if you're enjoying watching me color, because these are some of the things I want to get back to as well, because I used to all the time. And then I started doing journals, and I don't do some of these things that I like to do too much anymore. But I want to. I want to do it. So I need to know in the comments how you feel about it. Because it's not just about what I want. It's about what you enjoy watching. Because know you means know me. Right? That's what this channel is about. Okay? It's about trying to do what I enjoy, but what you also enjoy. All right? And so we have those. And this looks like this is the full of them. But I think I'm going to do something different here, because I don't want 3 of them like that. Even though it looks like that. Even though it looks like that, I don't want it to be that way. So we're going to do something different to break it up. I'm not sure what yet, but I want it to be nice. Let's see. This is the same color. No, it's darker. Okay, let's see. That's neon. I don't want neon. I thought I have an orangey looking one. This is orange, but I think it's not going to be the right color. Let's see. Yeah, this is the color I'm looking for. Let me see. I better keep that for a second. Oh, where does this come off at? The top, it came out the top maybe. Maybe it belongs inside of here, so that it can have somewhere to keep it from drying out. I don't know, but it came out of there. Let's see what color is this. I think it's the same color, but it's not writing. All right, so what's happening here? It's writing on my hand. Okay, don't worry about it. All right, let's use this one over here. Let's use this in the middle. So it can just be pretty and add something more to the picture. Go in a circle in one way and then a circle in another way. Kind of fills it in for you faster. Because this gel ink is a single stroke, just like a regular ink pen. And you'll be all day trying to color it in, because that's how it is. And then I do want to use this green. I'm going to use it around here. We're just going to make it different, and it's okay. And just kind of keep the colors kind of blending, so they speak to each other and everything. Right. And then with the pink one, let me use this. Let me see. Yeah. And then after this, I'll use, I'm going to put this right here and right here. And imagine that the rest of it is behind whatever they're supposed to be here. I'm going to use that yellowish color that I used here next. Put a piece there, a piece here, and right in here. And let me just put a little bit more here. Okay, and now we're going to use, that I put it, that's right here. And now we're going to use this one on these petals, where we use the lime green or whatever over there. We'll use this. I'm trying to keep my hands out of this ink so I don't mess up the paper. My voice is always so whispery. I've been dealing with so many things. I'm telling you, I can't, I don't know. Let's see. This in here. And then let's come and get these, then we can understand what to do with the other pieces behind it. I see it blinking. Let me see. Hi, Vegan. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Vegan. That's so encouraging to me. You know, I have one of my regulars that come on all the time, and she always say, "I love to hear you talk. It's so calming, and I can just like let you talk and do your crafting and watch and lay in bed, and it just unwinds me, and I can relax." And I was like, wow, like you never know. I'm not, you know, I'm not sure what kind of voice I have these days. Sometimes it's so hard to talk because my voice is always so dry, and I'll be suffering with this dehydration stuff. And the more I drink, the more I gotta run to the potty, and it's just, you know, my throat be sore sometimes because my voice is so dry. I don't even know why. You know, it's not like my mouth is dry though. It's like how your voice dry and your mouth is not dry, you know? But that's what I be dealing with, and all these headaches sometimes during the day. It's like, man, that's why I changed the name to my channel, y'all, because the challenges are real. And I'm just over here crafting for life for real. I ain't playing about it over there. I'm over here saying, you know what? I'm going to keep playing with my paper and keep trying to do the thing that I like, that I enjoy, that fulfills me and makes me happy. And when I'm not on here, I'm going to stay in the Word of God and just keep going. Because who knows what's happening besides the Master? I don't know what's happening, but He does. And I'm just keep playing with the paper and everything, and just keep trying to live over here because it's hard, you know? It's hard, and it's challenging on every side. It really is, but, you know, God knows the things that you don't know, and that's all you got. That's going to be a color. This is going to be one of them. So I'm just trying to focus. I even like that staying white like that. I do. I'm going to put this in here because that could be white. Those could be white. And then we can get this dark green and make this thing here, whatever it is, looking like a leaf falling inside. You know, like it flipped backward. And I don't know what this thing is right here. I'm going to turn the page. So this is the way it was in the book. So that looked like it could be a backward leaf. That looked like it could be water. This might be water. Those are water. Okay, so what's happening here? I think I'm going to leave these white because I think they look cute like that. And then, what is this? So if I have a piece here and I have a piece here, that means a small one and a big one, so that can stay there. Let's see. I'm trying to understand what's this. What is, let me see. I can't make it out really. Right here, right here, right here, right here. What is this? This is a white one to that. So what is this part? That's what I'm trying to see. I think it should be green. I think this should be green right here. And this part will be a part of it. And then this has to be green too because it's around there. So this has to be green. And this. And then what is this? This will have to be the other side of that. And this will have to be one of these. So let's put this here and drop a little bit of this green in it, the way that we did when we messed up the other ones. So it looked like that. Okay, so we figured that out for ourselves. And now let's see, turn this around. Okay, so this is how this is looking. And let's see, I think I'm gonna add a little more of this purple. Don't want to play yet. Okay, you going back in the tray because you're rebellious. Now I think this purple, it looks light, but I think it's very dark. See, I remember that. Okay, and then I have another purple. Oh, you writing a little bit. Sometimes when it's starting to write and you write on top of ink that's already there, it'll just flow right into it like that. So I just add a little bit because this one is a little bit darker. Leave some of it light. Just add a little bit. Okay, now we have that. Now we got these same flowers over here trying to thing. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to make this match this. So these then are going to have the middle part, which is that pink. Okay. And we're going to put that in here. And then these things laying down. I don't know why it's laying down like this. You know, this is one of these long white ones. And then I might just drop this yellowish color in here so that it still flows into the other one because I'm not sure why they did it like this, but you know, they cut it off some kind of way. I'm not sure, but we're going to make it work over here just so it flows into that one over there. Okay, now that white gonna stay because it's one of these things like that one laying down. And from this angle, I can see that this part needs to be green because I see this thing laying down white and this one is laying down white over here. So I made that piece green. Okay, now what do we see right here? What is that? Let's understand that. I don't know, but we're gonna make it green. Okay. And then these look like that. And it's okay. I'm gonna blend it right on out. And it's going to have this color right here. And I'm just going to do it a little bit, just a little bit, like this. Okay, then I'm going to make another part so it can look like that. Let me get my real thin black. Let's see. Is it thin? It might be thin. Yeah, that's thin. It might be one thinner than that. Let's see. I have all kinds of things. It's too big. Let me see something. I'm trying to check for thin. This gray one probably the thinnest though. Let me see. Oh no, this is a good one. It's the same one, same kind of situation. So now when we have that, and I'm just gonna come up here and do this like this, and I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna do a piece of one here like that. Can y'all see it? And then I'm gonna put this here just like that, and I'm gonna go this way and go around just so it kind of flows into wrong top, and then I can blend this. I'm blowing it so it can be dry, so I can put some of the pink in here. That's what I want to do with that. I'll be making up my own stuff because you have to sometimes, because these people made these papers, and sometimes you be looking for parts, and I don't even know what a part is. So you gotta ignore it, or you gotta create it. And it's okay if you create it, because it's just, it's just like junk journals. You just go ahead and do what you're doing, and it's all right. And now that can flow into there from this side. And then we got some more here. So it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. So now I'm not going to put no more green. That purple is there. Wonder if I want to bring the purple over here. I don't know. Maybe we'll mix it up this time again. And maybe we will put, let me see how I might want to do it. We're going to use all three of these colors again, and we're going to put them over here. Let's see. What will be our biggest color? How about we do the pink and make that one the largest? How about we do that? Like this. How about we do it like this time? I think it'll be all right. If it ain't gonna be all right, I just did it, and it have to be all right now, because the ink is on the paper, and that's it. Okay. Now, what is this supposed to be right here? So I guess these appear like this. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta come this way, and at some point it's gotta stop. Because that's it. Make these the larger ones. Okay. And then we will use this down here. And then we will use the purple, and we'll put the purple right here. It's quite mixed up, but it's okay. It can be this way. And then we'll put this yellow one right here. This look like some kind of orange, like a peachy orange or something like that. But it is coming out like it's yellow. All right, so that's what we did. And we blend all those together in some kind of fashion. And over here, we're not sure what's going on with that. But we'll go ahead and we will put, I guess, a piece of purple over here. No, not purple. We can't have purple. We can have some more of this pink over there. But I'm going to do it this way. Okay. And then maybe the green. Maybe the green in here. It's just a small amount. And I don't know what none of this stuff is over here. Let's run this green right here on this leaf. Right here. Because I can see that. I should have made it yellow. But we're going to go ahead and put the green since we started. And then, I don't know why they got this like this, y'all. I didn't make this page. I just tore it out the book. I don't know why it's looking like this. And then we're going to have to use that red. I didn't put that. Okay, it's right here. I thought I put it back. And we're going to come in here. And then get the dark green. And come up here. And then the yellow down here. Just pulled a piece off and dropped it in here like this. And left it right there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know what is in here this right here. There's another piece over there. Okay, there's another one over there. Let's make that one pink so it can look like this. We'll make this one. It's getting cohesive now some kind of way. And then we'll have one of these on this side. But we will go ahead and add the purple down here. Wait, that's green. All right, let's see how we can do this, y'all, because this is looking incredible. All right, put this one here. We're not sure what's going on when they drop it in here like this. That's what I meant when I started. Like, I don't know what it is. And you have to focus on it so that you can keep up what was happening. Or you'll color something the wrong way. And you'll be like, Dag, what was that? I couldn't even tell. Okay. And then I'm going to just put this back around here again. Because, I don't know, it's looking like a small aircraft or something. I'm not sure what's going on right there, y'all. Look like a little plane of some sort. And I don't really know what to say about the whole thing. Let's put the green on there and see if it can come alive. I'm not sure what to say. But there we go. And there's one right here, but we're not going to deal with that because I don't know. But it is something happening to the effect right here. But we're going to act like we don't see it and start with the blue, okay? Let's start with the blue. We're going to see. Let's put all these other colors up. Put this color pencil in here. And put this other stuff. These over here. And then this is missing a cap. It's right here. And put all these things back in here because now we got to focus on the blue. Okay, let's see which one's going to be playing so we can use them. All right, let me see this. These are my good blues. We're not using these at all. They're my real good ones. And these too dark, I think. I think these too dark. Yeah, this that dark one that look like ink, like a regular pen, but it's got glitter. This a pretty color right here. But will it play and how much of it is going to be in here? That's the question. So let's use this so we can get something going for ourselves that can work. Okay? Because might start with the gel and next thing you know, it give out on you. And be like, golly, I don't have another one that shade. Then you're looking at 2 different shades of the ink. Especially for a big, large spot like this. We gotta come back and look at all these other pieces and parts that they have in here. It's just my base, kinda, just get it on here. And then we're going to come back and do something else with it. And first put this on so we can cover it and maybe we can identify what's happening with these other little pieces and parts. Because it is some kind of image of water and earth kind of thing. But they put plants and petals and stuff like that in here. I imagine when you're making this kind of stuff, your eyes get tired because you got to focus on all of the small details of this stuff when you're making it. I wouldn't want to create this kind of page. I want to create my own coloring pages, but I want to do black coloring pages for like, especially ephemera, for like junk journals, because I don't find a lot of it nowhere. And I would love to make pages of like days gone by, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, and put some black folk in some old attire on ice and going to grocery and in the lawn and all that kind of stuff. I just think it's cool, because I like all of the ephemera, that's already out in the world. I like the white ladies with the beautiful long dresses and the British looking women and all that kind of stuff. I love all of that. But I don't really see people with my color skin in the ephemera world. And when you do see them, all of them got curly bushes and bubble gum and bush ball ponytails and that kind of stuff. No classy looking women. Not that they're not beautiful, the ones that I see, but I'm just talking about from days gone by. I don't really see it. You may see a couple pieces here and there, but that's the kind that I want to create. Which is why I was going to computer school. It just didn't work out for me. Man, it's been a bummer this week. But we are yet on a new week now because it's Sunday. And all that stuff that happened last week was last week. So we'll see what God brings forth this week, because I don't know. There's been a lot going on with me from all of that of last week through this weekend. It's just been like, wow. And that's why I was on the phone with my mother for 2 hours. She and I haven't talked for about 2 weeks. That's my mother from my church. That's what I'm talking about. And we were on the phone for like 2 hours. And she like, baby, that's a lot. But you always got a lot. I'm like, I know. It's like, Jesus. There's always a lot over here. But God knows all about it. And if I ain't had this channel, I'm going to tell y'all what. I don't even know what I would be doing. So I'm glad that I have this channel and all the things. I be in here looking at all of the stuff I got in here saying, girl, you got so much stuff and you don't even know what to do with it. And somebody says she's sitting on a gold mine and she should be having all kinds of YouTube money coming in and following and all that kind of stuff. But she don't even know what to do with it, and I don't. I don't. I mean, I know what to do with it, but I don't have the time to sit and invest like that because I gotta go to work. And I'm only up this late tonight. It's after 10, I'm sure. I'm only up this late because something wrong with my car. I don't know what's wrong with my car. And it's like I was heading out for church and I drove about maybe a half a mile, a quarter of a mile. Yeah, about a quarter of a mile. And my car was acting like I'm pressing the gas, but it's not accelerating. I'm like, you know what? Let's turn around and go home. And I did. And then when I came home, I parked my car and I said, you know what? But we ain't going in the house. Let's walk to the bus stop and go to church anyway. And I did. And it was good. And I'm glad I went anyway. Because I had to slap the devil back for the slaps he tried to bring me. I had to slap him back, okay? That's what you had to do sometimes. And that's how that worked out. I said, listen, so I gotta be home tomorrow so I can call a dealership and tell them something wrong with my car. Y'all need to get over here and get it. I think this thing over here is green. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it's looking like to me. And okay, we got that. See, some of it'll show up and tell you where you are. And I think that's that yellowish color right here. That's orange. Okay. And then that might be, we're going to make it yellow. And then this piece I thought was water because I couldn't make out what it is. Is it a bug? I don't know. It could be a bug on this plant. I don't really know. But we're going to make it water. And then we got to figure out what is this? Well, what is this right here? I don't really know. Because this is all one flower. And I don't know what that is. But maybe if we turn it this way, we could make it yellow. Like this. And just keep this in here with that. Okay? Sounds good to me. Now, what's that part? This is yellow right here. That's white. What is this here? We don't know. It looked like, I don't know, part of a tail or something like that. I don't really know what to say it is. How about this? That's the big white and the short white and little white. All of that goes with that so that can stay white. And then this here stuff, I guess is water flowing into and coming on through all over here like this. And then a splash of it over here. That's all I can make out for it. I don't really know what else to call it. And we might see it after we color it. It's like, maybe y'all can see it. But I ain't even looking up at the comments because I'm coloring. All right. And then I add these two blues in here so it can be pretty. And I want a light green. This thing, like, see, it's like an aqua or something. That's what I want for this. I don't know what this is. This got to go this way. I don't know why the lines in there like that. It's not even, what is happening? I don't know. I don't really know what that is. And then we will use, that's the same thing on here too. Look, this same thing is right here. We're making it this color. Who made this color? Crayola, I should have known. It's Crayola, it's bent though, but it's fine. And it's on here too like this. I don't know what's going on with it. And what it is, so the book was this way. Okay, I need some of these things to stay white because it's just good that some of them stay white. But we're going to add something somewhere here and there. These petals and stuff over here with this stuff happening right there. All right, let's see how to do something with that. Maybe purple. No, because it can't be purple because it's got that stuff in there. All right, let's use that yellowish thingy right here. And then just go over here. We'll have time to think about that. And then, I don't even know. I don't even know. And then leave that like that. And then it's got some kind of little petal coming out of here. So we'll just make it like that. And then we'll pull this pink in here, right here. And put this pink in here, right there. And I think that's it. What is these things over here? What are these? I don't know if this could be this color. And what is this? I don't know. Some more of that? I don't know. But we're going to do it like this. And put a little bit of this in here. Let's leave it like that. Put this and put that. And then over here, let's put this. And maybe here, since we got some blue in there. And then that kind of makes it a little bit cohesive. I don't even know what to say about this piece here. I'm leaving it. Okay, so I think we finished. I think that's it. I think that's it. Hi, Anna. How you doing? It's weird times where this stream is sanctuary. I know that's right. Yes, it's just, you know. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that, vegan. It's just, it's so challenging, but I just keep on going because what else I'm going to do besides keep going? I tell myself all the time, girl, keep going. I think that's it. I was looking at this stuff here. I'm not sure what to say about it. It looked like, I just walked away from it some kind of way. Let me drop this in here. And wrap it into here. And then we'll add a little bit of this pink. Let's just put that right there and right here. And now that looks like it's kind of, because there's a little bit of white everywhere in the page. But I just felt like just add a different shade of this to it and it can be pretty. Where's this thing here? This thing might make my paper ugly. Let me see. Yeah, I think it will. It might. It's not writing on these. It's got glitter in it. But I'm just trying to go in semicircle motion. Looks kind of like clouds a little bit. It's cute. I gotta do some more coloring because it's just good for my brain. It's good for my brain. I was dealing with a severe case of brain fog not too long ago. And when I went to the computering class I was in, my professor said, you need to try like adult coloring and doing some puzzles. And I used to do crossword puzzles and stuff like that. I had some really bad brain fog. It was not good at all. I didn't even know what it was. It was not good. But this kind of thing definitely is relaxing and it helps you to think about what you're doing, you know. And I enjoyed it tonight. It was good. That made that look so pretty. I didn't know how it was going to come out. Man, that made it look so pretty. I feel all weepy and everything like that. I don't really know why. I've been having a hard week. This week been hard, you know, and it was an unusual kind of hard because not, you know, sometimes hard is hard and I can't deal with this and this, you know, stressful, hard and painful and sorrow and that kind of thing. And then sometimes hard is challenge after challenge and it's getting on my nerves, that kind of hard. And I had that kind of week. But this blue circle thing just really did something beautiful for the page, I think. It looks really nice. I love it. So that's going to be done, y'all. I'm going to put the date on here. That's so pretty. And I'm going to write the date on here, and we're going to be done. Maybe I should use the blue and just write Sunday to 8/20/26. Okay, and that's that. So I hope y'all enjoyed it and everything. So pretty, so gorgeous. I love it. That's what it looks like all the way. Very nice. So I will see you guys the next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for commenting and, you know, likes and all that kind of stuff. And this was good. I got to do some more of this, y'all. So, you know, I'm trying to finish my glue book though, because when I finish that, I only probably have about 8 or 9 pages left, something like that. But they double pages. And when I'm finished with that, I'm going to be on pause for glue pages for a minute, I think, because I need to do something else. I need to do some of this, and I wanted to paint so bad this weekend, but it didn't happen yesterday or today. But it's coming up because it's in my mind. So I'll see y'all soon. Have a great rest of the weekend and a beautiful week ahead. And I will be seeing you. Peace. Love y'all much.